Hello folks, today I'm going to make a short little video. I'm going to make it in two parts. So I've been 5.5 weeks with the COVID. Because I've been on the couch with COVID, I can't get a break, can I? Heart thing and the whole thing. That's okay, I'm feeling pretty darn good right now. But while I was laying on the couch, I thought, well, I'll do some TV watching. One of the really nice, neatest videos sites that I found was Matt's Off-Road Rescue. It's on YouTube. Matt's Off-Road Rescue. It's winter towing, but Matt's Off-Road Rescue is his own little thing that he does. Anyway, long story short, here we go. In laying around on the sofa for 5 weeks watching him, I noticed that there was one common thing that always occurred in his movies. He'd get into some sand or something that was tires could easily displace, and he'd tell people, let the air out of your tires, and they'd drive right out, or he could pull them out. And in many of his videos, he would show on a little thing up on the screen 7 pounds of air pressure, or 9 pounds of air pressure, whatever he was running in his tires. Well, you guys don't know this because I haven't shown you yet, but I have another little toy that I've run with 2 pounds of air pressure. But it's not good when you get onto the asphalt to get back home from when you're out in the boondocks with 2 pounds of air pressure. Let me show you what I got. And we're going to take you right over and let you take a peek out here. Oh yeah, I got this guy. I hope the lighting's good where you can see him. Let me come outside where you get a better look at him. A little Can-Am Commander. And he's a lot of fun, let me tell you. I've taken him out and run him around all over. Here's where I live, just to give you kind of an idea. You can see like forever out there. Well, you can't because all the trees are in the way. But I live out in the boondocks in a little tiny town in White Mountains, Arizona. And this is my toy. I'll just walk you around real quick so you can take a look at it. It's a Can-Am Commander. It's an 800. Oh, you say, why didn't you get the 1000? Because the 800 does just fine. Anyway, we're walking around it. Just take a little look at it. I'm sorry, I keep bumping this. Let me undo the tripod. Okay, that way I can walk around and show you better. It's kind of cool. It's got this really neat little dump bed on it where you can dump it. And I know it looks like I don't never take it out, huh? Oh yes, I do. Look at these tires. They'll tell you how much they've gone out. Anyway, it's a nice little Can-Am Commander. Long story short, it's been a pretty good little vehicle. My wife and I like to get out. We run around and have a lot of fun in it. Okay, so getting away from that part of my video. So while I had the COVID, several things happened to me. First of all, I couldn't stand laying around. And there's some of the old fascia that came off the back of my house right there. And there's a lot of the gutter that came off. And that's what I replaced. Now don't yell at me, the downspouts aren't on yet. I know somebody's going to want to yell at me. But I've redone all that. And I haven't done the sides yet, but I did the ends of the fascia on my addition as well. Anyway, my wife's little sitting yard. We live right at the edge of a Arizona State Highway. And so my wife needs her own little sanctuary. It's her quiet little place that she likes to go sit. And yeah, the yard's not cut. But anyway, I'll show you what she's done back here. I built her this little screened in area. We have a nice little fire pit, which has tables laying on it. And this is the back of the house. And yes, I did do that fascia as well right there. And this is our little sitting area. We like to come out in the evenings when it's shady and sit. Yeah, I've been growing some squish and some jalapenos and some more squash over there. Anyway, so this is the backyard of our house. And anyway, I'm going to take you and show you what happened during the COVID. During the COVID, watching Matt, I noticed one big thing. He kept telling everybody, let the air out of your tires, let the air out of your tires. And since, of course, you all know I have my Harley, and I have a buyer for my Gold Wing, so I've got it under covers right now so it doesn't even get dirty. But I also have my Ford pickup. Of course, it's my wife's Camry. There you go, get the see a little better. Anyway, let's break down to what I want to show you. I'm not really going to show you what I did. Not today. It'll be on the next video, so make sure you tune back in. My Ford F-150 is just a four-wheel drive F-150 Ford. It's a pretty common vehicle. It's not so very special. Let me get out here in the light where maybe I can get a better resolution of the picture. Anyway, and he lives in my carport halfway. He and the motorcycles, and I'm walking around my truck for a reason here, because I did something to my truck while I had COVID. I did a special modification on my truck so that when I go out and I go hunting, and I love to hunt, don't hate me, I do love to hunt, and elk hunting seems to be my best skill in life almost. One of them anyway, since I'm retired. And, well, anyway, I have other things that I do as well. But bottom line is, what do you do when you go out and you start getting into the soft stuff, and these tires tell you you got to keep 40 pounds of pressure in them, or 35, or whatever you like. And you've got these real nice, and these are the really, really, really nice B.F. Goodrich TAs. And I have really enjoyed these. These have been a nice set of tires on my truck. And yes, they are 20s. Now, in my modification, something had to happen that I didn't like, and I had to take my spare tire out from underneath my truck to do what I did. And I'm going to take a peek in the back of the trunk here with you. Back of the truck, I'm sorry. And let it down, and I do have a bed rug, but notice my tire's in the back of my truck. And that should give you a hint as to what I had to do so that I could now be able to get out of the mud and the snow and all the stuff. And you might say, well, what did you do? Please tell me. And how did you do it? This modification cost me about $450 altogether. It didn't start out being a modification for my truck. It started out being simply a toy. A fun bunch of garbage that I did. And I'll open it up and let you see inside. It's just a common, regular four-wheel drive pickup with the pop-out traction, Posi-Track rear end. A lot of people here with exhausts like that, I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, this is the inside of my truck. 2012 Ford F-150, nice pickup, Lariat, I'm sorry. And anyway, and I do take it hunting, and I do climb up big steep mountains. And as you can see, maybe if I hit it just right in the light, you can see I've got caught in the hail before. A little tiny bit of hail damage, but that's okay. So, I'm not telling you exactly what we did today. I'm going to tell you we have done a modification to our truck. I did. I was laying there, and I got bored as all get out. How many know that boredom can be the mother of invention? Yeah, it can. At least in this case. So I'm coming back to my storage room, talk to you a little bit more. Hopefully I get this set right. Anyway, so I'm in pretty good health now. My wife has an elk tag for this winter. My cousin has a bull elk tag right after Thanksgiving. And I have an uncle. Well, no, my cousin does, and my other cousin has a cow tag the very 1st of December. My wife's goes from the middle to the end of December. And let me just tell you, we get a lot of snow in the White Mountains. When you're out playing, you can get stuck pretty easy. And I really, really like what Matt does with Yankum ropes. And I hope Yankum sees this and they say, hey, let's give you a discount so you can buy Yankum ropes, because the one I want's about $1,200 online, but I just can't break down and pony that much up for a rope. But I gotta say, I really am impressed with the way they work. By the way, I gotta show you what I got for my birthday present from my youngest son. Now up here, we're country boys, and we tend to do things the way the country boys do them. But my son picked this up for me, and oh, check it out. I hung it right on the door of my storage room door. Yeehaw, huh? Isn't that cool? Yeah, my youngest son's name's Joe, so attaboy Joe, you did good. He really did, because I'm impressed. I love it. Enough to put it right on the front door in my carport where everybody knows. Anyway, so this is my storage room. It's where I bring some of my inventions to pass. Inventions, just stupid common sense things where I put something together and I make something that works. And wait till you see on the next video. It's already installed. It's already been put into my truck. But I'm going to tell you where I bought it. And I'm going to tell you how much it cost. And I'm going to tell you where you can buy one too. All right? So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to tell you what I had to do to make my change to, you know what? What's the difference between the men and the boys? Come on. The cost of their toys. Everybody knows that, right? And this wasn't really a toy. It's just something I always wanted to do. And I'm older, and I don't owe payments on my vehicles anymore. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do something. I was laying on the sofa, and I thought up this really cool idea for my truck. I hope you enjoy it. I think it's going to be exciting. I think if you miss this next, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you to please go down to the bottom, go over to the side, subscribe to my channel, please, and go over and hit the notification bell, because when you know what, I don't post a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube, or Facebook. Not on this channel, on Mike Green's channel. I don't do that. Why? Because you know what, you got time, and you don't need me sitting here yakking your ears off every time I turn around and I come up with some idea. But this is a really cool idea. I think you're gonna love it, and man, I don't want to give this away, because you're probably going to want to do this to your truck too. And it starts out with this really cool fun thing that you do to it just for kicks, because you can do it. $450 and about about $400, and then another $50 in modifications to make it like I did it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it if you do. Hit the notification bell so you'll at least get the next one I put up, okay? I hope you enjoy this, YouTube. You're going to love it.